Hello, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members. John 11 Hot here again. I got done talking about animated movies and certain music that was taken away from the American versions and, taken away from the Japanese versions and having American version music in it. Now, one tune in particular, like I was talking about, the Darkstalkers Night Warriors Revenge animated series, which is like real good. Here is a track from it. It's like really good. The opening. Extended. See, this is really good. The music to that opening theme where you hear when you hear this. When you hear that, it's really good. And then comes in the saxophone. When you hear that saxophone, and then a little bit during the song, you start hearing a little more and more. The saxophone is like really good, and you got the drums. If you hear it, you hear it. The drums, then the drums die down and onto like a trumpet type of thing. But the saxophone playing is really awesome. If you listen to it, here it comes. That's what's really cool about it. That's what makes a track excellent. It's what makes a track awesome. Then the ending credits are awesome because you have an American vocalist basically singing the song. And the name of the song is The Trouble Man. And of course they played it in the English version of Darkstalkers, the cartoon. The cartoon series, which was nothing compared to the Japanese animated at all. But it was good. It was kind of good. American voice actors doing and you had like a boy named Harry. I think his name was Harry. It's been a long time. Because this is the tune that you would hear at the end of each of the whatchamacallits. You had the Styx playing, and then you hear like a guitar, the guitar playing. Listen. Now, of course, they had that playing at the end of a couple of the Darkstalkers, the Darkstalkers cartoon series, where they actually had some. You would have to check it out on YouTube. Check out Darkstalkers cartoon ending or whatever. I don't know if they'll have it, but that was like really good. I'm talking about TV shows. I'm probably gonna get copywritten for doing all this garbage. It wouldn't surprise me if I got copywritten about other stuff. Now, how many have basically used to? How many of you basically remember the cartoon series? And I know Bental Force basically remembers this probably series because this was like in the 90s. We're talking about 90s music and 90s cartoons. I grew up in the 80s. I used to watch Punky Brewster. Okay. I watched Punky Brewster, Captain N, the Game Master, Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers, Super Show. There was also another show I watched. Let's see. I gotta find it on my, because I collect music. Oh, and I tried to watch every time it came on Knight Rider. Kind of like was a hard series to watch because there was like no huge storyline. But the one thing was that series really sucked, especially when they brought in the 90s, late in the 90s, Team Knight Rider. What's good about the original? One car, one man, basically got a job done. While in Team Knight Rider, you had a group of people that basically had vehicles that would talk. What the hell? That's the worst. That's the worst Witch Court, and it's it was the most terrible series. How did they end it? End it final? God, if I can remember, but if I can't remember, it sucked. All I basically know is I watched a little of it, and it sucked. Because in one of the one of the ending Witch Courts, you see this guy. You don't know if it was Michael Knight, but you see this orb thing that says Kit, and you're thinking in the back of your mind, "Oh my God, could it be Michael Knight basically bringing Kit from the dead?" And they don't reveal it, and it sucked badly. And I found it to be a piss on the original Knight Rider. Why they named it that, I'll never know, but it sucked. But it was now when I basically if you watched the ending credits of the Mega Man series, I know I'm shifting to another Witch Court. Most of the Witch Court, you would hear music from, you would hear this. Or you'd probably hear other kind of music from Witch Court. Originally, I had the music CD, and then when I was, a kid growing up in the 90s and shit, and I tried to keep my DVDs from getting scratched. I just ended up having my DVDs laying around on the floor and shit, not making sure they were kept in their case, because it was really annoying for me at the time, and I feel like an ass. Unfortunately, I lost all my music CDs that I had in my music collection. Now whatever I have left is on my laptop, so it sucks big balls that I had lost all my CDs and my DVDs and everything else. But they played that song in the I don't know if anybody basically remembers this, but in the Mega Man cartoon, there's an episode where Mega Man X basically makes an appearance, and you see Mega Man X and Vile. That was the most excellent thing I basically saw. I was thinking in the back of my mind when I saw that, oh my God, they could basically bring other because not only did they have Vile in that episode, they also had Sparks Mandrill. Awesome. But it was really great because it was really cool. It was a chance to basically you would be thinking they would probably have Mega Man X come on to a Witch Court, because the Capcom company basically had that as an animated series, because it was based on Capcom's game Mega Man. But it's really cool. The Mega Man collection, the first one basically has the first episode of Mega Man. I had the collectors for PlayStation 2. Unfortunately, I lost that game along with the Mega Man X collection, which was a really good collection too. But the Mega Man collection was awesome because it had the first episode of Mega Man. You get to find out how it all started between Wily and Dr. Wright and everything. But it was really, it was a good series. I would have preferred to see it in Japanese, the Japanese. It looked a little too cartoony-ish. But the one thing was, it did look true to its Witch Court. It was better than seeing a pixelated version of Mega Man running around with a Mega Blaster going pew pew. But it would have been really great to basically had seen a Mega Man X series on TV. I would have been I would have woke up in the morning and go, oh crap, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Mega Man X is on. It'd be something really cool to basically see growing up as a kid. Now, I basically grew up in the 80s and 90s. Now, somewhere in the 90s, I basically probably mentioned this. They had Ultraman Towards the Future in the morning. It was around, I believe it was probably maybe 6:30, maybe 7 in the morning. I don't remember exactly the time, but it was on Channel 5 though. That's one thing I definitely know. I taped all of the episodes of Ultraman Towards the Future, which was like really awesome. It was based on a video game that I had for Super Nintendo, and that game was like pretty cool. The TV series, they only had like one and then they went on to like another Ultraman series, Ultraman Tiga, which basically appeared on Fox Kids and stuff like that, and that didn't do so great. Spider-Man, the animated series, was, it was good. I like the Venom saga because Venom and Carnage are like really awesome. Again, it was like really awesome to see, the large jaw and the teeth and everything, because Venom is basically my best Spider-Man villain, along with Carnage and the symbiotes. Now, the gaming industry, like in the comic industry, basically had other symbiotes, and like Link Carter basically mentioned in his Top of the Fourth Wall series about the so don't need to get into that. I gotta end this video short. Until next time, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members, tell me what shows you basically grew up watching as a kid down there in the 80s, 90s, and stuff like that, and it'd be great to hear from you. Until next time, viewers, peace out.